Hey everyone, welcome to the Goth Guitarist. Quick short video today just to introduce myself properly, an overview as to why I started the channel and really what's coming up over the next few months. So firstly, my name's Wes, I'm a guitarist and vocalist and producer for the gothic rock band My Funeral Dance. We're based in a sleepy little village in Essex on the Hertfordshire borders. I say we, as although My Funeral Dance is primarily just myself, I do have the help of Mark Duffy from the extreme dark metal band Talanas, who's filling in on live bass duties. In terms of my background, I've played guitar for a very long time because I'm old. I've played in various defunct bands, Raising Cain, Burn This Life, the Midnight Fright Show, even a band called Syphilitic Foreskin and the Swinging Testicles of Doom. So yeah, it says quite a lot about the late 80s and 90s thrash scene. All of the bands I've played in really have ranged from sort of heavy rock right through to black metal, thrash, horror punk, but never ever goth bands, and I'll come on to that shortly. With regards to guitar playing, I'm around about 80% self-taught. Had some lessons from a very nice chap called Dave Wares when I was a teenager. When I was a bit older, I was very fortunate to be friends with Paul Allender from Cradle of Filth, White Empress, Unnamed Horrors now I think he's doing. And he used to give me lessons. We used to hang out on a Sunday, and he'd come down and we'd have a few lessons here and there in between his tours and all that sort of stuff. And I subsequently played in a band with Benjamin Ryan, who was Cradle of Filth's original keyboard player. So why did I never play in a goth band? I tried. Every band I ever joined, formed, played in, I always started off with the intention of being a traditional goth band. It never happened, so we just stepped back a little bit. I first fell in love with goth music after hearing Bauhaus. I used to rehearse in a little rock band when I was a teenager, and the drummer's dad used to always be playing Bauhaus, Sisters of Mercy, early Cult, that sort of stuff on his vinyls, and that's where really I first got introduced into the music. Partly grew up on the south coast and used to go and watch bands, and there was a very, very new band starting out called Children on Stun, which you've probably heard of. My friend Andy was a drummer in a band called the Orange Tree, and I remember watching both of them bands in a pub called the Pig in Paradise. And when the Stun came on, there was so much smoke from their smoke machines. I had a live drummer then. He kept dropping his sticks, and I couldn't tell if it was nerves or if he actually just couldn't see. Either way, it was awesome. I saw them a few times. We watched them at the Crypt nightclub. The time I saw them down there, they'd got rid of the drummer and got a drum machine, and they absolutely nailed it. And I was like, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. The Stun, all their friends, they're the coolest guys around town. And then all of a sudden, one day, there was no more goths, just gone. Everything gone. Scene had sort of disappeared. I used to buy bootleg tapes from the guys. They used to do boot sales, probably to fund the band. I used to go and buy bootleg tapes, listen to all these different bands, Midnight Configuration, all the sort of bands on the scene at the time, really. And then I moved away. So it that scene sort of left me behind, really, and then I moved up to Essex, and that's where I kind of got involved with a bit of the black metal scene. Still going to goth nights and things, finding about new music, got into bands like Pop Tigma Berserk, Covenant, Merry Thoughts, London After Midnight, all of those sort of bands. Actually, I remember taking Steve from the Blood Divine, the bass player, Steve Maloney. We went to see a Pop Tigma Berserk in London, and everyone just assumed I'm into extreme metal all the time, and we come out and he was like, what was that? That's not what I was expecting. Career took over, kids came along, music took a back seat, really. Did martial arts for 12 years, got 2 black belts, was still playing in bands, but mostly just rock bands. No one wanted to do goth music unless it was like Type O Negative. And then house move and all the rest of it, and then bang, pandemic. So we've skipped through loads and loads and loads of years. So during this time, I realised sort of technology had changed, home recording had become cheaper, more accessible. I started looking online. You could release your music yourself. I didn't have to worry about record deals, record contracts, physical media, all the rest of it. Suddenly had loads and loads of time, so I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do this. I am going to start a goth band. So I didn't. I ended up starting a horror punk band called Toxatomic, which you can find the music for. It's all here on YouTube and all the rest of it. So kind of did that for about a year or so, and then finally I did my funeral dance, and I was like, I'm doing this, I'm nearly 50, I'm playing my goth music in the style I like, and hopefully a bit of a modern twist, but got that kind of 80s, 90s vibe to it. And hopefully along the way, with the help of Mark, we'll bring that to the live stage in the next coming months. So that's kind of where we are, music background, and a little bit about me really. So why did I start this channel? A few reasons really. Firstly, in my time playing live music, I've bought and sold loads and loads of guitars, bought loads and loads of amps, lots of different gear, lots of different pedals, and I thought actually it's quite nice to do some reviews, show some of them off. I watch a lot of YouTube guitar players. I love everything about guitar playing, right through from jazz, blues, shred guitar, heavy guitar, absolutely everything. And I watch tons and tons and tons of YouTubers, but none of them are doing the music I like. So there's lots and lots of shred out there, there's so much gent and heavy stuff and all the rest of it, and they're all fantastic, amazing, amazing guitar players. But I thought actually I'd like to watch some demos with the music I like. Just like when I was trying to form goth bands and nobody wanted to know, I thought, do you know what, I'll do my own style of goth rock, put it out there. There must be some people out there with a similar sort of view to me that plays guitar, that doesn't do the whole shred thing and all the rest of it. I don't care about tone woods. I use so many effects. Doesn't matter to me. I mean, honestly, it really doesn't matter. I don't think it makes any difference anyway. Tiny bit. If you want to go and discuss that, there's loads of channels out here doing that. I'm not bothered about that real tube amp sound. I did go for all of the tube amp sounds. I played through Hughes and Kettners, Mesa Boogie rectifiers, all the rest of it. These days, I'm not bothered. If I can get a good sound with lots of different effects from different pedal units, I'm happy as Larry. You know, there's so much on the market there. I just love guitars, and all I want to know is if they're well built, value for money, usable, playable, and do the job I want to do with them really, which is enjoy them and write music. So again, I thought there must be some people out there with similar views, so why not put a channel together and sort of talk about guitars really, but from a gothic rock mindset really. One thing I didn't realise is how time consuming it is creating and running a YouTube channel. You know, hats off to everybody out there that's got their own channel, because it literally, I can see how it would take over your life, and I don't intend for that. So uploads on my channel are going to be quite sporadic. Everything's going to kind of fit around with what I'm doing with my music, and if I'm writing or releasing, then obviously the YouTube will take a back seat, and if not, then you know, you'll get some videos, you'll get some out. So that's kind of it really, guys. Just sort of a little bit of a, you know, introduction to me, introduction to the channel. As the channel evolves, hopefully we'll get some interviews with some guitar players that are currently on the scene. As with any channel, I couldn't do it without support from the community. So please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up and share it around with your friends. I won't be setting up Patreons and all that sort of stuff. I might do the odd My Funeral Dance merch giveaway when we hit certain milestones. Other than that, that's it. Welcome to the channel. There'll be some videos coming up shortly, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye for now.